It took us a little while to see. But after 4 weeks in the NFL season, we have come to one conclusion. The Cincinnati Bengals are a threat in the AFC. That's right. Absolutely. A lot of different things going on with the Bengals so far, but let's just recap what's been happening. So they play a game against the Vikings and come out with a 27-24 win in overtime. Okay. All right, that's impressive. My Vikings are a relatively tough team. They're not exactly showing it, but they're a tough team. Then you go against the Bears, and you lose by 3 to the Bears. The Bears aren't nothing to write home about, but they're a good defense they're a team with a good defense that are still figuring it out offensively with a rookie quarterback in Justin Fields. We understand that. You got the Bengals and the Steelers, and the Steelers, in my mind, were a playoff team, or at least had aspirations of it, but things have fallen apart quickly, and you get a huge win against the Steelers, 24-10. Okay, fine. You start at the season 2-1. And then you go to play the 0-3 Jaguars, and I know a lot of people are thinking, okay, it's the 0-3 Jaguars, they better go out and get a win. I understand that. But that is not to take away from what they've been doing. No, sir. They have been doing some great things so far. And in my mind, we give a lot of credit to quarterbacks. We give a lot of credit to, and so we're going to continue to do that. Joe Burrow, completing roughly 72.9 or 73 for those of you mathematicians out there. 78 of 107 for 98 yards, or 988 yards, I need to figure it out. 78 of 107 for 988 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 4 picks. Joe Burrow's balling. I mean, Joe Burrow is just looking great. You also got Joe Mixon back there running the football, a couple of Joe and Joe out there, getting it done. That offensive line is doing just enough to be able to allow for Joe Mixon to be able to run the football, give some time to Joe Burrow, and make some plays. This is looking great. I mean, yes, there's a lot of teams in the AFC right now that I'm more afraid of than the Jaguars, like the Raiders or the Chiefs, perhaps the Chargers after tonight's game. We'll see. But you really have to take a look at what's going on right now with the Bengals, because offensively, they are looking every bit of a tough team. You've got Tyler Boyd catching right now 23 catches for 259 yards and a touchdown. You've got Jamar Chase, who is straight up balling 17 catches for 297 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's a problem. We'll cover that in another video. And then also, T. Higgins out there, been injured the last couple of weeks. My fantasy team is needing you, man. Come back. 10 catches, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. CJ Uzomah, by the way, I had him on fantasy and I let him go. And then what's he do? He just goes out and catches a couple of touchdowns. It's my luck. I understand that. I'm okay with that. I'm a Vikings fan. 9 catches, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns. Joe Mixon catching 7 passes for 29 yards as well. This offense is coming together. And the defense is doing just enough to be able to get the job done. It doesn't have to be great. It doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be wonderful, but you need a couple of plays of people to go out there and make plays. Logan Wilson is playing some good ball right now, leading the team with 40 tackles and a sack. And by the way, Mr. Wilson is leading the team with 3 interceptions right now. Like, the man is just balling right now. You love what you see. Jermaine Pratt, 24 tackles so far through the season. Sam Hubbard getting some pressure, a sack and a half. Larry Ogunbowale 1 sack. DJ Reader also has a sack. Maybe it was against the Vikings. BJ Hill, 3 sacks on the season. Trey Hendrickson, already 2.5 sacks on the season. You expect a little bit more out of him for how much money you paid him. And I believe he had, 14.5 sacks last year. So you're going to expect some more out of him, but I think he's going to hit his stride and be a tough defender moving forward, excuse me. But you got some hope there in Cincinnati. There's hope. And really, to be honest with you, with all the things we just covered, there's a lot to believe as to why the Bengals are a key threat in the AFC. They already beat, division rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They already beat some tough teams this year, or at least competed with them in the likes of the Bears. They beat the Steelers. Obviously, the Vikings are figuring their lives out right now, and the Jaguars are 0-4. So there is reason to believe that the Bengals right now are currently a threat. Now they're going to go play the Packers at noon this coming Sunday. And I understand a lot of people have some reservations about that. But it's going to be a true test game. That really is going to be a big test game. But right now, with all things pointing to at least they're offensively, from what I'm seeing on the offense, they are a threat in the AFC. I mean, they've got weapons. It's really become a question of who are you going to guard? You got Tyler Boyd. Jamar Chase is balling. Ozumazua. I know I'm not saying that right. Usama, whatever. Point is this. They've got weapons. Their offensive line is coming together. And Joe Burrow's playing like there's no tomorrow. You absolutely love to see it. And I believe that's a lot of reasons as to why the Bengals are a threat in the AFC. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. Check out our website at thesportsbriefpodcast.com. And if you would, also please, if all of our social media platforms and their links are down in the description below. Make sure you guys give us a like and a follow there. Check out our iTunes page at and make sure you guys give us a sub and listen there as well. And finally, if you have anything you'd like us to cover, make sure you send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below and we'd be glad to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the Cincinnati Bengals being a threat in the AFC.